Fun Zone. Someone you can try, enjoy going to the dentist with. I know those sound far-fetched, but I'm telling you, Children's Dental Fun Zone will make it happen. First of all, you walk into any of those 18 locations for Children's Dental Fun Zone, and it's going to feel like you walked into a cartoon or a cartoon movie, all right? 18 locations across the Southland to choose from. Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics with state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your kids deserve. Here's how they put fun in the name, Children's Dental Fun Zone. First of all, every station has got a big screen TV with a kid's movie on it or a kid's cartoon on it, and they'll be able to watch that. They got iPads for the kids, toys for the kids in the waiting area, and for parents, they accept Medi-Cal, PPO, and HMO insurance plans. Guys, I'm telling you, you take your kids to one of these Children's Dental Fun Zone locations, and they got you covered all across the Southland. LA County, they got you covered. IE, they got you covered. Orange County, they got you covered. Oxnard, they got you covered.
805 in the house.
Shout out. So I'm telling you, your kids, you're going to take them there. They're going to be like, Mom, Dad, when are we going back to Children's Dental Fun Zone? Words you never thought you'd hear about the dentist. So to book your child's first or next appointment at Children's Dental Fun Zone, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com, or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS. All right, let's bring on Kirk Morrison. Put the man's music on.
Wait, Mr. Morrison, that is.
Mr. Morrison?
I want to ask him something first.
Oh, Chris.
Chris is still in studio for Kirk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shut up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, Kirk, I don't know if you know this or not. It was
What's
about
up?
57 degrees or 55 degrees in Seattle on Sunday. J.B. Wong was wearing a T-shirt on the sideline, but Maurice Jones-Drew was in a pea coat, all bundled up.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? I mean,
that's called town business, by the way. You know what town business is?
I don't.
CMM?
Does that make you sleepy when you got town business? Or?
Sleepy? Interesting.
So, from the Bay, we and Maurice are born and raised in the Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose
The
Bay Area. The biggity-biggity-o. Anytime that temp dropped below 60, Chris, you got to go put your pea coat on.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
Okay.
So that's like a pea coat is like it's like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? You put the pea coat on and you looking official, but you're not really official, but you want to let everybody know that you mean business.
Okay.
It's a Marshawn Lynch thing.
Okay.
If you ever see Marshawn Lynch, when that temperature, 1 degree below 60, it's pea coat season.
Do you have a pea coat, Chris?
I do have a pea coat. I don't wear it.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got two of them, actually.
Young D in there, producer D. What do you know about the pea coat?
I don't know nothing about that.
But you're not for the biggity-biggity-o.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
He's
don't know about
from
town
the
business.
desert, man. It's like hot out there.
It gets cold in the desert in the winter, though.
In the winter, it does. That's true.
It does.
We got
Shout
you a
out
pea
Cranbrook.
coat.
That's all I'm saying.
We're going to take you to Burlington Coat Factory.
That's
right.
Those things still exist.
They got to go in at a business sale or something?
Burlington's great. It
Nah,
still exists. It's
Bert,
great.
that's where I got my first pea coat from.
Yeah,
Bert.
me
There you
too.
go.
Come on, man.
There you go.
What you know about that?
There you go. Kirk, let's talk about the Rams. And then I want to talk about the Chargers and Raiders too. But let me tell you something. It may not be easy, but there are pockets of this schedule that are very manageable. Like 9 wins. If you can get to 9, you're in that mix to be in the playoffs.
Right.
You could also win the division. You're only a half game out. You got to make sure you beat Arizona and take care of, speaking of business, right? Taking care of business. You got to do that. But this season now feels more promising at this stage than it ever has, I think, up until this point.
Right, and you noticed today was the trade deadline, and what did the Rams do? Nothing.
Not a thing.
Because their trades were actually just getting guys healthy. That's how they improved their team, was getting Cooper Kupp healthy, was getting Puka Nacua healthy. Now, Puka Nacua has to be a football player, not a UFC fighter. But other than that, look, the Rams are going to be good, okay, because of that. They didn't have to upgrade anywhere else. They just had to get guys healthy. And then they got these young dudes, man. Oh, these young guys playing. I was texting my buddy the other day. He was calling the game, Jonathan Vilma. And he asked me, like, Kirk, so tell me about what I need to know about the Rams. I said, you have 6 guys on the defense that are 2 years or below. So second year and rookies that are playing meaningful football, and all they did was contribute 3 interceptions, 3.5 sacks. They did everything that they were supposed to do, and the Rams are a young team surging. I don't even think that they realize, George, to answer your question, like, they don't even know what kind of position they're in. They don't know if they're half a game back or making playoff. They're just playing football.
Right.
And to me, that is the best part because they're playing free without expectations.
Yeah, and we all talked about Aaron Donald retiring and how they took a defensive end and a defensive tackle with their first and second picks, and we said, okay, but they're not going to replace Aaron Donald. I'm not telling you that they've replaced him. I'm just telling you that they've brought some energy and they've made some plays. And you talk about 4 other young guys that are all doing the same thing on defense.
Right.
It's no knock at Aaron Donald. I'm just saying they're a very good, young, aggressive defense right now.
Absolutely, Cappy. And if you were to listen to the Rams pregame show, which is one of the best pregame shows, you can actually listen to it 2 hours before every Rams game. The great J.B. Long, the voice of the Rams, he made that exact point, and J.B. said, look, quietly the Rams actually had a succession plan. We just didn't know it. They did it over 2 years. They couldn't replace Aaron Donald in 1 year. They did it the year before he retired and then the year after he retired. They drafted Kobe Turner, Byron Young. This year you mentioned Braden Fisk and Jared Verse. That's 4 defensive guys along that defensive front that are giving you the production that one player was giving you in Aaron Donald. The Rams just did it over 2 seasons. And when you think back, it's like, wow, it's brilliance, and yet we didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah, that's right. And by the way, and George, I know we were having this conversation in our group chat yesterday. This kid, Cameron Kitchens, I mean, he's a rookie.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's
he had the 2 big
pick.
picks. He saved the season.
From the U.
Right. And
from
that's
the U.
Right. And so we talk about the first 2 guys, Verse and Fisk, but we hadn't talked a whole lot about Kitchens, and he made 2 massive plays yesterday, including the 103-yard interception return.
Yeah, and remember, the only reason why he's playing is because John Johnson III is injured. So the young players are playing, to me, out of their mind. And you know what the great part about all of this is? And we talked about this on the postgame show that you can listen to immediately after every Rams game, right here on 710 ESPN LA. We're not talking Chris Shula's name. And I think that's a good thing, because we're not blaming things on the Rams defense, because the Rams defense has actually held them and kept them in games throughout this year. But that defense is growing up right in front of our eyes with all of these young players. And then you throw in guys who've already been there, seeing Darius Williams make plays. 2 linebackers that I promise you couldn't spot in a lineup if I told you their names. But that's what the Rams are doing, and Chris Shula deserves a ton of credit for a first-time defensive play caller. The guy's got his players are playing well right now.
Go ahead, Cappy. Do you want to go?
Well, I want to kind of move over here for a little bit, because George and I go back and forth, because George now George is just doing this to make me upset. He's just trying to upset me by continuing to remind me that the worm has turned, and that the Chargers are all of a sudden a completely different team, because 2 weeks ago they beat the lowly New Orleans Saints, and this past week Cleveland either doesn't have defensive backs on their team, and Jameis Winston apparently needs to get some other LASIK eye surgery because he just kept throwing the ball to the Chargers. Are you so impressed over the Chargers and their wins over the last 2 weeks? Because I'm certainly not, but I'm a hater. We all know that.
Right. No, honestly, Cappy, I am impressed.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason why I'm impressed is this. They're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. That's the only thing that I'm impressed about, because these were the games that the Chargers would lose, right? They would lose to a team like Cleveland. They would lose to other teams. When you look at their losses, who are their losses against? The Chiefs.
Arizona, Chiefs.
That's not a bad loss.
Yep.
Arizona, that's not a bad loss. Steelers, that's not a bad loss. So when you look at their schedule, they're actually beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. Now, look, they got the Bengals coming up. They got the Ravens coming up. We will see has that worm truly turned. But right now, they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat. And they're another team that was what today, fellas? Quiet at the trade deadline. So they feel confident with what they have on their roster, and they're starting to see things play out their way. They're starting to win the games and not Chargers charging when it matters most.
All right, not yet. Just wait. Just wait.
Worm's turn, baby. The worm has turned. There you go.
Worm's going to turn again, baby. I can tell you that.
Well, we'll see. 10 wins. Remember I said that, okay? Mark it down. Last year people thought I was crazy when I said the Rams were going to win 9, and look what happened. So here we go. The Raiders.
Yeah.
I said this earlier briefly because Alex, the security guard downstairs, like, George, please don't talk about the Raiders anymore. Like, come on, man. And I said, all right, just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But here's what I would say. So
what up?
I think this is the best thing for them, because they're going to get their chance at Shador or Cam Ward and get like a franchise quarterback for the that they will be in position to actually do that.
No, I agree. And look, let's just be honest. When you start cutting guys on the offensive side, when you fire the O coordinator, the offensive line coach, that is a philosophy that a disconnect. But they brought in my guy Norv Turner, so I'm kind of excited now because Norv Turner's about to throw the ball down the field. He's like the interim OC. His son Scott Turner, another one of my friends. Remember, Norv Turner drafted me, so that's my dude for life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that, right? But honestly, yeah, the Raiders, we knew going into the season. Antonio Pierce told us what? With the quarterback position, we just can't put a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
And yet the Raiders try to put a Band-Aid on it. And that Band-Aid fell off. And then when you put alcohol on the cut and it just gets worse, and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
That's what happened. They pulled that Band-Aid off. They put some alcohol on it, and it just never got better.
No, now they're on their third Band-Aid.
Yeah, they need to let that wound heal. And when you talk about letting the wound heal, it's actually going out and drafting another quarterback, a real quarterback, something they haven't done in the first round since, when I was there, Jamarcus Russell. I think the time has come that they can draft a quarterback that, to me, honestly, they can get someone who can help this franchise right away. You mentioned the names already, Shedeur Sanders, obviously Cam Ward. The Raiders will be buyers when it comes to the draft. It's just how many games must they lose in order to get that top spot? And how many teams are looking for a quarterback as well? Because you think about these two loss teams, I mean, are you convinced with what's going on in Tennessee? Like Tennessee,
the two-win teams. Yeah.
The two-win teams are the ones I'm worried about.
Right.
Like, those are the teams that could keep falling and could,
right. Well,
be in front of the Raiders.
Because look at the Raiders. At the end of the season, the Raiders will play the Jaguars and the Saints. And those are what I think of as being winnable games. But you really don't want to win them.
But you remember, Jaguars are out of it.
Right.
So Jaguars, they already paid Trevor Lawrence. We got to worry about that. But think about the teams that will need quarterbacks.
All you need to make sure is Cleveland and Tennessee. You finish ahead of those two for sure.
Yeah. Well, you mean
or behind them?
Behind them. Yeah.
Behind
in the meantime,
them.
I'll just say this: Norv Turner. One thing about Norv Turner, Norv is I see Norv quite a bit, Kirk. Because he's part of my horse racing team down here at Del Mar.
Yeah, he's down there in Del Mar.
Right.
I know. He's brought me to the crib down there. It's my guy.
I see Norv quite a bit. Norv always was a great coordinator, a great game planner. He was not a great head coach.
Right.
But you put him there in Vegas, and he coaches his son to then game plan. Right. All of a sudden, the Raiders might actually find a way to win a few games that you hope they lose.
That's the bad part, right? They brought Norv out of his seat. And I think Norv has told me this plenty of time. People have asked him to come back into coaching. And he just says, I don't want to do it. But this time it's different because he's going to help out his son. And you want him to succeed. But now, like, as a Raider fan or Raiders fans out there listening, you're like, dude, don't help out. Like, we need you to lose. Like, what are you doing?
and he's moving into his son's house. How's that for fun, right? You move into your son's house, you get to coach with your son for the next 5, 6, 7 weeks. That's going to be great.
Or let's be honest, right? The wife's saying, look, go do something. He's like, well, I'm about to go move to Vegas for about 4 or 5 months. Oh, sure, honey, get out of the house. Go do that.
Yeah.
So, maybe the wife wants to go check out Vegas shows. I don't know what it is.
By the way, Cappy, our boy Kirk Morrison is a trooper, man. I don't know if you followed him on Instagram this weekend.
Don't bring it up, George.
My God.
Don't bring it up, George. Don't bring it up.
This dude had a game. It was Rice and who?
Rice? No, it was Navy. At Rice.
Navy at Rice. Right, so Navy at Rice. Mm-hmm. And this game was supposed to start at what time?
It was supposed to start at 3 Eastern, 2 p.m. local time.
Okay, so 3 Eastern, 2 p.m. local time, okay, which is Central Time. So how many delays did you guys have for weather? And you guys, because honestly, I was on my flight home, okay, and you guys were still on the air. I couldn't believe it.
So the game was, we had 3 different weather delays.
3, Cappy.
3 lightning delay, not weather, because football, they'll play in rain, snow, all that. But anytime you see that little flash in the air, that means that you're going to stop. And it's 30 minutes. So we would go on the clock, and we would watch this little 39-minute clock tick, tick, tick. And you're like, okay, we've got 19 more minutes left. And right when it would get to like 10 minutes left, a lightning strike happens, and the clock starts all over again. So Put it like this. The game was supposed to start at 2 p.m. local time. We did not go off of the air until 11:30 local time.
Oh, my.
So, yes, it was a long
What'd you do?
night.
How'd you get back? How'd you get back for the Rams stuff?
Took an early flight.
So this is where I will always remember that daylight savings time actually saved me.
Yeah.
It gave me the extra hour that I needed. And all I needed was a power hour. And that power hour got me right, got back, and was able to actually coach flag football Sunday morning over at Crossroads Elementary and still make the Rams pregame show, which you can hear 2 hours before every Rams game next Monday, 3:15, as the Rams take on the Miami Dolphins as the Dolphins come to SoFi.
I had no idea about the daylight savings time. Since I don't do any thinking anymore. My phone does my thinking for me. So I had no idea.
You know what's so funny? People were like on social media talking about, don't forget to turn back the clocks. I'm like, this isn't 1985
Right,
anymore.
we don't have to turn them back anymore.
We don't have to turn back nobody's turning back their clock. Your phone does it automatically now. So if you're actually turning back a clock, please tell me you are not in the 2000s, the new millennium.
Yeah. Kirk Morrison Mondays, you're the man. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you made it home.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. All right.
Love you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
We love you, pal.
There he is, the great Kirk Morrison. Cappy, let's talk PrizePicks before we switch gears for Big Deal or No Deal.
Don't make it about the election, Cappy.
DeAndre just said in my ear, hey, George wants to talk about PrizePicks.
We got to get DeAndre a pea coat for the winter.
We do. We should definitely make that a goal.
I want to talk about PrizePicks.
Cappy, so PrizePicks, it's very simple. There's a stat line basically for these individual players in these individual sports. I used the example earlier, like Caleb Williams. Let's say the number for passing yards is like 220, and you simply just go on the app, you pick Caleb Williams or any quarterback for that matter, or any player in any sport, and you go more or less. It's really that simple. And if you download the PrizePicks app, just download it to your phone, your smartphone, or your iPad even. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, and you get a little bonus action that Cappy will explain in a second. And by the way, speaking of action, PrizePicks is the only place you get sports action in the state of California. So you got to get on it, Jack.
Yeah, speaking of action, make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus whether you win or lose. Tonight, let me ask you this, George. Do you think that Seattle Kraken defenseman Brandon Montour will have
He's good.
more? Well, this is why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll have more or less than 2.5 shots on goal?
Brandon Montour is good. Now, he's a defenseman. Defensemen don't generally get a ton of shots on goal, but he's one of those offensive-type defensemen. That feels like a lot. I'm going to go with less there.
Okay, less. Okay.
We're talking puck.
We are talking puck. And Thursday night, you and me, sucker, we're going to that Kings game.
Do you understand how – I just was telling George this story. I have to board up the Kings game.
No, that's nonsense. I don't buy that.
Okay, how about we talk about this later? Go ahead.
It'll
be our dealer's choice.
Go puck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Bottom line is this. Download the PrizePicks app. Use our code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play. Get a $50 bonus. PrizePicks. Run your game.
Run your game.
California voters, listen up. The voting period has begun, and your ballot should have arrived in your mailbox. If you're feeling unsure about the voting process, My Vote, My Health is here to help. We offer a personal voting concierge service to make voting easy and accessible for everyone. Just call 1-855-223-2323. That's 1-855-223-2323. Our friendly live operators are standing by to help you with confirming important voting dates and deadlines, finding the nearest in-person voting center, locating your closest ballot drop box. Whether you prefer to vote by mail, drop off your ballot, or vote in person, we are here to guide you every step of the way. Remember, the last day to vote in person or drop off or mail in your ballot is Tuesday, November 5th. Your vote matters. Don't wait until the last minute. Call us today and let us help you plan your vote. For your personal voting concierge, call 1-855-223-2323. That's 1-855-223-2323.
Just like in sports, you can never predict an accident. It will come when you least expect it. Travis Rogers here with DeMarco Farr to tell you about our friend, Joseph S. Normand.
If you're in any accident, call Joseph at 213-747-2000. The team at Normand Legal is ready to help you and achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Joseph at 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. The law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hey guys, it's Cap, and if you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a great cash offer with no need for repairs. They buy it as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close within days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving costs and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, on September 21st, 2019, UCLA trailed Washington State 49-17 with under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. From that point forward, the Bruins erased that 32-point deficit, outscoring the Cougars 50-14 to win 67-63.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Check this out. The new iPhone 16 Pro built for Apple Intelligence. At Verizon, you can get it when you trade in any phone from one of their top brands.
Any?
Any.
Even if it's 4 years old?
Yeah.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk?
Yep.
Even if it's 4 years old and I drop it on the sidewalk, then a scooter runs it over, so now it's not just old and cracked, but shattered?
With Verizon, the answer is always yes. Trade in any phone from one of our top brands for the new iPhone 16 Pro with unlimited Ultimate. Plus, get a new iPad. Trade-in terms apply. See Verizon.com for details. Apple Intelligence coming fall 2024.
Sedano and Kap, a live imaging Tuesday. 20 in front of 6. On this election night, polls close at 8 p.m. We are electing a new president tonight, plus a lot of local stuff to vote on. Go to your polling place, vote. Yesterday, November 4th, back in 1972, the number one hit, this song.
I think I can make it now.
Johnny Nash, I Can See Clearly Now. Also, today is National Chinese Takeout Day.
Oh, really?
Shouts out.
That sounds really good, actually.
Nah, I'm thinking tacos tonight.
Well, it is
After
Tuesday.
After I vote, get home. Tacos Los Cholos across the street. Not really across the street, but like within a mile. Have those delivered. Bam!
I know, but on the
I'm
other
going to
hand,
be up late.
But on the other hand, a nice like special fried rice with like a beef and broccoli, maybe a little kung pao chicken.
Nah, that
sounds good.
I'm not into that tonight.
No, not for you tonight, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe Thursday night when you're running the board.
Maybe.
Ridiculous.
I don't know what's ridiculous about that.
You and me are supposed to go to the Kings game on Thursday night together.
Well, okay, depending on how things go, maybe I can get over there for the third period.
I'm watching the Kings right now against the Minnesota Wild.
You
It's
can
a
hear that
0-0 game.
You could hear that game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
1:56 to go in the first period, and Vancouver's coming to town on Thursday night, and I thought we had a date.
Well, I'll tell you where we do have a date. Tuesday, 1 week from today, we are going to be celebrating all together. That's right, the Sedano and Kap crew is going on the road to East Los Angeles. Yeah. East L.A., Cappy. What you know about East L.A.?
Oh, I know a whole lot about East L.A. I know that Tuesday night when we get done with that broadcast, we're going taco touring.
Yes, we'll be broadcasting live thanks to our friends at Stella Rosa. Next Tuesday, 3 to 6 p.m., Sedano will be there.
Are we bringing Chewy, too? Because he's here in the office. I just walked right past him.
Maybe that's what smells in the studio.
No,
maybe
nope.
maybe Chewy
he
made
hasn't
a
been
duty.
in the studio.
Chewy made a duty, and Chris didn't clean it up.
Did he jump up and hit you in the schwanz like he did earlier for me?
No, he's just standing at the door, and he's just, like, looking out like, what the hell, man?
I think I've got a perfect match with Chewy, but based on his jump and lunge and based on where my stuff's located,
your schwanz?
that he hits that schwanz every time.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Like
yeah. He hits it right on the...
Like a speed bag.
My neighbor said the same thing.
Well, listen, I am
By
older.
the way,
sometimes.
one of those phones was buzzing earlier when we had Sean Cody on when Cappy was yelling at DeAndre.
Was it? Or was
I
that
want to ask a question.
Or was it the
Carlos'
silence
mom
one?
calling again?
It was it was buzzing.
Oh, yeah, they're all through Carlos, so sometimes like...
Yeah, it'll be like
the-
Carlos' mom on
the
FaceTime.
Philippines will FaceTime. Ramirez Beverage Center in East L.A., 2765 East Olympic Boulevard. Next Tuesday, 3 to 6 p.m. Sedano will be there. Cappy will be there. Producer Lindsay will be there. I'll be there, and we're going to have great giveaways.
Beto and Whittier just tweeted a picture of it.
Beautiful.
In the Circle of Trust.
Before you cut me off, we'll have a pair of USC Nebraska
Oh,
tickets.
stop. Who cares?
Can I talk? It's my show.
Nobody cares that they could win tickets?
Yeah, everybody cares.
Not to the USC game right now.
Shut
No.
up.
No.
Are you a moron?
No, I'm not a moron. People are kind of down on USC right now.
That doesn't mean people don't want to go for free.
People still want to go for free, bro.
I'll go with that.
I mean, what's wrong with you?
You used to go on those, your Scott and Billy Ray remotes back in the day. Would you give San Diego State tickets away?
Nobody wanted to go to those. Nobody wanted to go to those games.
USC Nebraska will have Lakers tickets to give away, LA Kings tickets, and USC men and women's basketball at the beautiful Galen Center. So join us next Tuesday, the Ramirez Beverage Center, 3 to 6 p.m., and then we'll hang out after, probably smacking around 2765 East Olympic Boulevard in East LA.
By the way, UCLA is only a half game back of USC right now, and they're a complete rebuilding year.
They're gonna win that game in a few weeks.
You think UCLA is going to win?
Shut up! Don't say that. What are you doing? Don't say that.
We're gonna do a live.
Get out.
We're gonna do our first ever, not first ever, but first of this season. That Saturday, we're gonna do a pre in Pasadena.
Oh,
pre
fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's gonna be like Mace. Me.
I haven't been to the Dina in a while.
I know you used to live out there.
I know.
When you first moved, it's back to town. Right?
Back in
moved
the day.
to town.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
I love Old Town.
Old Town's great.
Yeah. So go ahead, Cappy. What were you going to say?
Well,
You
here's
would
the
interrupt
thing.
Chris
Here's
for?
the thing.
I mean, we forget about Big Deal or No
I
Deal.
know, forget it.
Oh,
Here's
it's
what I
Big Deal
wanna
or
know.
No Deal time.
Here's what I
Take
want
it
to know.
away, Cappy.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to know.
Scumbag.
Tuesday of this upcoming week. Tuesday.
A week from today.
A week from
Scumbag.
today. Okay? Long after the election is over.
Well, maybe.
Well, right. We may not find out until this weekend. Yeah. But what do you think about a peace offering on Tuesday of next week? You yelled and screamed. You harangued the circle of trust.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You ranted, you raved, you threatened.
I threatened
the circle
to
of
pull
trust.
the plug. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
What if, I'm just going to throw this out there.
By the way, if you want to come to our remote, let me be very clear. You're invited if you're a listener of this radio station.
Everybody is welcome.
You do not have to be part of the circle.
Everyone to be there.
Do not be intimidated by them. You can come and enjoy.
No, wait. Why is that? I mean, that
We've heard that feedback.
Really?
From other listeners, yes. That they don't come to events because they feel like it's intimidating because of how the circle, some of the members behave towards them.
And I don't feel like, I will defend them now because I don't feel like this. I think, if anything, the Circle of Trust members, when they come to events, are very
welcoming.
They were very welcoming.
Communal.
The last few events, they've been a little not.
What are you talking about? I didn't see any of that.
Well, you weren't there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, here's the thing.
Listen, I'm just being honest on our feedback. I just want people to know. I love everybody in the circle. I always have. Anybody. I even love people in the Reddit page who hate me, or at least they say they hate me.
Yeah.
I love engagement. But what I am saying is, if you are just a casual listener and you want to come out and meet Sedano and Cap, and you never have, and you want to take a picture with Lindsay and I, or you want to go on the taco tour, or maybe you want to win Lakers tickets, and Ramirez Beverage Center is on your way home, please, you are all welcome.
All right, here's what
join our party.
Here's what I suggest.
Party, oh, party.
Exactly.
I suggest that on Tuesday of next week, when we get off the air at this Ramirez beverage place, right? I suggest we then go on a taco tour. And what we do is this. Everybody shows up. We're there at 5:50 in the evening. And then as soon as we're done, we're going to tell everybody we're going to this place. Then we go there. We try their tacos. While there, then we say, okay, now we're going to the next place.
Right. Beto's going to be the Pied Piper.
And I think maybe what we could do is we could create some love that apparently
there needs to be love.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. Is that they were scolded today by the leader.
Yeah.
They may be idiots, but you've told us they're your idiots.
They are my idiots.
Okay? So I'm just saying this to you right now.
Like Rick Dees used to have his cast of idiots.
Yeah.
Tuesday of next week, 1 week from today.
Subaru would love, remember them.
Get ready.
Yeah.
We'll get done with the show,
Yeah.
and we go on a taco tour together, and we bring back the love. It's going to be called the Bring Back the Love Tour.
Hashtag Bring Back the Love Tour. I
Right.
like that, Cappy. Cappy, real quick, what I need to bring people back to is reminding them that if they get into an accident, they need to call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. Tell them Sedano, Mason, and the crew at 710 send you. Look, Uber, Lyft accident, slip or fall, whatever it is, man. Like, you can't get into an accident and not call our guy, okay? You see his billboards everywhere. You see him at every Laker game. You see him at every Rams game. Like, he is everywhere for a reason because he's here to help you, okay? So, and an Uber or Lyft accident is not like the same as the other accidents because you got to deal with multiple insurance companies. Not only the rideshare driver, you got to deal with the rideshare company's insurance, and they just want to get rid of you. Okay, they just want to pay you out, get rid of you as quickly as possible. You don't want to fall for that, and you don't want to deal with all this stuff on your own. You're a third wheel in this situation. The insurance company again just wants to give you a quick payment. So you need an expert. That's why you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew at 710 sent you. Years ago, Jacob and his team took on these cases before all the other fly-by-night attorneys started doing it. He's the man. Okay. he's got this all under control. He knows the nuances involved in these particular cases. So if you're injured in any type of rideshare accident, you need to call an attorney who's respected. So you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB, or visit him online at calljacob.com and go to his Instagram at calljacob, and you may be able to win one of 10 copies to the new Call of Duty that Jacob's in. It's crazy.
That's amazing.
It's ridiculous. It's awesome. He was talking about it today during Game of Games. So go to his Instagram at calljacob for that as well. All right, final segment, Dealer's Choice next.
Hey, guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with two big
Party play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park, party, and play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
With over 30 years in the business and more than 20,000 real estate transactions, Seller's Advantage offers a much better buying experience.
We don't charge agent fees, you pay no commissions, and you make no repairs. Seller's Advantage will show you a no obligation as-is cash offer and can close in just a few days.
Just check out our Google reviews and see for yourself.
Call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino. Located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
NextGen is the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. For just $14.99 a month, enjoy year-round coverage for all your plumbing, heating, and AC needs. No unexpected timeouts, just total peace of mind. As a NextGen member, you get complimentary multi-point tune-ups, annual water heater flushes, plumbing safety inspections, and VIP 2-hour priority service. Don't miss out. Call 833-3-NEXGEN today or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. Choose an Amazon locker or counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as, bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-260-8184. 800-260-8184. Again, that's 800-260-8184. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
5:53, 7 minutes in front of 6 o'clock on this election night. Final segment of the Sedano and Kap extravaganza. I'm going to do this rejoin here, then I got to get out so I can catch the train to go vote. But you guys got a special guest in studio. Chewy. The man who loves to hit the fawns. Or the schwans. And the fawns. Chewy in studio right now on Sedano and Kap.
Now, what is Chewy up to today, Lindsay Baseball? What's Chewy got going on that he's in studio today?
Well, he had a vet appointment downtown earlier today, and I didn't want to drive home in between, so I asked Anthony Gex from the social team if he would be so kind and dog sit Chewy for a couple hours during the show, and he did. And he took him to Happy Dog, and they have a whole Lazy Dog. They have a whole dog menu there. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Hello, Chewy. Oh, hello, little doggy. Hello, little doggy. Hello, Chewy. Can you put the headphones on, Chewy? I'm trying to talk to him.
That would be funny, actually.
Can you put the headphones on, Chewy? I'm trying to have a conversation with this dog. What's up, my dog?
Cappy, what's your dealer's choice?
My dealer's choice, Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Hey, if you want to sell your house before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They're going to buy it with a competitive cash offer, no repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or sellersadvantage.com. DRE number is 01961658. Hey, thank you, George. So, George, I really, first of all, this is one of my favorite broadcasts today. I loved your energy at the beginning, scolding everybody in the circle. It carried over throughout the day. Boog Shambi is a close friend of both of ours in real life, so he was awesome. And it's just been a great day.
Sean Cody's Pie Trap Pizza and Forearms. And then Kirk Morrison.
And Kirk Morrison talking about the Norvallis one, North Turner. It's been a great day. It really has. And I had a very serious topic that I wanted to talk about tonight, but I'm going to change. I'm going to throw an audible here.
Okay.
Because I like the energy of today's broadcast. Guys, when you watch a football game or a basketball game or a baseball game for that matter, when you watch a live sporting event, you find yourself having to sit through commercials, right? Mm-hmm. But it's probably the only time in your life that you now see commercials on television. Because more often than not, you're probably streaming. And after that, how much like TV are you watching that's like TV, right? Mm-hmm. But I can't escape one thing. When I'm watching a game, there is one commercial that is on TV right now that is the most annoying commercial I've ever seen.
What's that?
It's Andy Reid with Patrick Mahomes and Jake the State Farm guy.
No.
Okay? And here's why it's so annoying. Because I know that Andy Reid is not a jolly guy. He's not a happy guy. He's kind of an angry guy as a coach. Yeah. But he plays this like character in these commercials that cracks me up. Have you seen the Fumble Rooski commercial, George?
I'm sure I have. I just haven't paid
Well, here, I'm going to play it for you because I want you to hear how Andy Reid goes from being football coach guy to now a funny guy. Here, listen.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. Check it out.
The old Fumble Rooski. Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old Bundle Rooski.
Ooh, that's a better play.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle Rooski. Yeah. Bundle Rooski, Bundle Rooski, Bundle Rooski, Bundle Rooski do. Try it.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not going to say it either. Bundle Rooski do. Bundle Rooski.
Bundle Rooski.
Bundle Rooski.
Bundle Rooski.
Oh, Bundle Rooski do. What the hell, man?
So you're just annoyed because he wasn't nice to you when you were a sideline reporter?
Oh no, he was actually very nice to me.
Okay.
He was actually very nice to me, but he's just one of these guys who's sort of like.
He's also older now and won championships.
Yeah, but he's not like a fun-loving kind of guy, at least in my experiences.
Really?
Banderuski.
Banderuski.
Banderuski do. What the hell, man? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is what the hell. WTH. And Banderuski.
Oh, well, Fumblerooski, Cappy. Thank you for your dealer's choice. Hey, Andy Kamenetsky. Who's he doing the show with today? Who are you doing the show? It's you? Just you?
Lakers talk.
Oh, Lakers talk. How can I forget?
Come
the
on,
4-3
better.
Lakers coming off that rough one against Detroit.
Do better.
No longer at the Palace of Auburn Hills, although their new building, beautiful. If
Where
you
is
ever
the
have
new
a chance
building?
to watch the lake, it's downtown. All of it's
really?
downtown now. The baseball, the football, the basketball, it's all downtown. It's actually downtown Detroit. Actually, really nice now.
Did they blow up the old dome, the Superdome?
Palace of Auburn Hills.
No, the Palace and the dome where the Lions used to play.
I don't know. I
the Silver Dome.
Yeah,
is what it's called.
I don't know. The Pontiac Silverdome. It's in Pontiac, so I don't know. But Lindsay, tell us about Stella Rosa before we leave for the evening.
I will. You can be just like me and Chewy, even though he doesn't.
Chewy drinks?
He doesn't consume,
Oh.
but he hangs out with me.
That'd be funny.
On game day. And
Weird.
we like to celebrate with Stella Rosa. You know by now, there's nothing sweeter than celebrating with your friends and Stella Rosa, just like I did this weekend with, like I was telling you guys earlier, with some Stella Rosa Red for my Scarlet and Gray Buckeyes. So next time that you're shopping before game day, head to your local retailer and grab a couple bottles of your favorite Stella Rosa wine. And get this, Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. All you have to do is head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa. Remember to celebrate responsibly, 21 and older only.
All right, great job, Lindsay, DeAndre, the whole social team, the Circle. I'm watching you, Circle. Okay, act like civil human beings. Okay?
What about me?
Cappy? I said Cappy.
No, you didn't say Cappy.
Oh, okay, Cappy.
You didn't say Cappy.
Okay, Cappy.
You intentionally left me out.
Cappy. Even Christopher.
Nah.
Andy. Chewy, thank you. Yes, Andy, have a great show. Lakers talk.
Chewy.
The studio smells like poop to me. So, and
I
it's
think
not Chewy.
I think Chewy made a duty in the
It
studio.
had nothing to do with Chewy.
And
He
Chris
just got
didn't
here.
clean it.
So just be aware that's why I sprayed everything with this. All right. So have a great
Chewy.
show. Lakers talks next. Cappy, I'll talk to you on Thursday.